Woohoo! Welcome everybody.
Hi.
This is Kids
Welcome
Ask
back.
Authors Answer. We cannot wait to talk today to our guest, but we do have to wait because we have one more place where we need to sync up to. So just 1 second. Okay, here we go.
Amy, can you spin your camera around?
Oh, not now.
Oh,
Forget it.
never mind. We know what it said.
Yeah. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but anyway. Welcome to Kids Ask Authors Answer. This is basically a show where we have kids that read a book and then they send in questions and the author's going to answer them, and she has no idea what the questions are. So I am Amy Doslich. I'm the author of the Hannah Banana and Mary Berry series.
And I'm Sam Howard-Els, and I'm the author of the Mungo series and the Tiny Boo Halloween book. And joining us today, at long last, we have Dr. Netta. Introduce yourself.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Netta, and I am extremely excited to be here today. And I'm the author of Penelope and the Power of Positivity. Yay!
Yay! Love it. Sam, do you want to tell everybody about what we have that's special today?
Yes. So we have, this is going to be, you're going to have to stay tuned basically, and you're going to have to watch all the way through because we have a special group of kids in grade 6 from the Sunbird Library at Chapel Street Primary School in Cape Town. I'm like, where do I live? In Cape Town. And they're going to be sharing a special message with us. That's how we're just going to leave it there.
Yeah. Well, before we get to that, let's talk about, let's start with any hidden secrets that you have put into the book that maybe people don't know about.
Sure. So I would say the main hidden secret, sort of hidden, is the main character, Penelope. So Penelope is sort of a combination of three people: myself, my daughter, who's 7, and my mom. It's sort of the three of us in one character. So Penelope's story is sort of my own story of self-discovery. But she looks like my daughter. I gave the illustrator a picture of my daughter, so Penelope really resembles her. And then the name Penelope is a nickname for my mom. So my mom's name is not Penelope. It's sort of like a pet name. We used to say, "Hey, Penelope, hey, Penelope." And so I knew I wanted a P name, and I immediately, oh, it has to be Penelope. So I guess that's the secret of the main character.
That's so cute.
Nice. I love that it's based on all three of y'all. That's so special.
Thank you.
I love
Thank you. Yeah, I really feel like books can kind of bring generations together, and so this is sort of a way of doing that.
Very special.
Well, let's get started with our kids' questions. So our first one's from Mary, who's 4, and she actually asked, "How did you come up with the name Penelope?" So why don't you tell us how your mom got the nickname Penelope?
Wow, that's a hard one. And in fact, I was asked that question already once today, so 2 times today. I can't quite remember. I feel like my sister started calling her that. So my mom's real nickname is Peony. It's short for peanut because she was so little when she was born. And I don't know why. Penelope came from there. I can't even remember, but one of my favorite things is meeting little girls named Penelope. I do like a lot of, and people will come up to me and say, "Hey, this is Penelope," and it's like, oh my gosh, because it's not that name. So when I meet a Penelope, I'm like, yes. So
yeah, I love that.
Thanks.
I want to see a picture of your mum when she was small, like a little peanut.
I wish I had one. I don't. But everyone knows my mom is Peony. It's just my sister and I who call her Penelope.
Oh, I love that. It's cute.
It's such a special moment for your book.
It is. It is. So our next one's from Edison, who is 9. If Penelope had a superpower, what would it be? I think she has one.
Well, one of her superpowers is science because she loves science. And so I would say that Penelope's superpower would be to use science to solve problems. Um,
Oh, I
Oh,
love that.
yeah, she really is into science. And if you've seen the book, you'll see her doing science experiments throughout the book. And she has this big
Mhm.
goal of becoming a doctor one day. Like science is where is her happy place. But it's also quite challenging. And Penelope's a giver and a helper. So I think she'd use science to solve problems. That would be her superpower.
That's perfect.
yeah.
And
It's
I
like Amy.
right. I was recently, my daughter gave me a pen recently and it said, "Science is magic. It's like magic but real." And I was like, "Oh my
It
God."
is.
Right? So I think, yeah, Penelope would use science.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Our next one's from Aurelia, who's 8. Why did you choose for her to want to become a doctor?
Great question. So I think a lot of authors, especially children's book authors, they write stories that are initially, honestly, for themselves, right? It's sort of like they want to share their own personal journey. And so I've wanted to become a doctor since I was 10 years old. I was in the 5th grade. I had to do a school project on what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said I wanted to be a dancer and a judge, I think. But my best friend said she wanted to be a doctor, and I was like, "Wait, that's what I should. That's what I should be doing." I don't
Forget
know.
my first dream.
Right? I was like, "What am I talking about?" So, so yeah. So Penelope, it's her story is really based on my life, so it was only natural that she wanted to become a doctor as well.
And what kind of doctor are you?
So I am an OBGYN, which stands for obstetrician gynecologist. So I help take care of women and women who are having babies.
Mhm.
Oh, the
Yeah.
best
You get to
kind.
deliver babies.
I deliver babies, although I don't do it as much anymore just
Mm.
because I pulled back a little bit because I became a mom myself. But I really
Yeah.
miss
Yeah.
that part. So that part I don't do as much as anymore, but I do still take care of women.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, I do miss that part
Um,
though.
so our next one is from Hannah, who's 8. I need to hold this up higher. Where did you come up with all the little monster characters?
Yeah, so I wanted to give kids an easy way to understand sort of different emotions and different thoughts. And I thought, well, I have to come up with like something really colorful. And I don't, the monsters just kind of popped into my head. Sometimes when you're like thinking creatively, you'll be surprised about what you come up with. So that's how I thought, Penelope's in the book, two of her best friends are named Fear and Self-Doubt. And I thought, wow, I think a lot of people know what fear is, but self-doubt, maybe not so much. I mean, kids. And so I thought, wouldn't this be a great way to introduce that term?
Mm.
Kids understand that in a more kid-friendly way. So that's how I came up with the monsters.
Do you know what I like about all your little monster characters? Those none of them are. You haven't made and like they're all different, but none of them like the negative ones don't. You've not made them look really ugly and the other ones cute.
Yeah.
They're all just the set. Like it's all like all the feelings are okay, but some you want more than others. I just
Right.
like that. Very
And
sweet.
yeah, I never thought about it until you just said that, but
Huh?
things like fear and self-doubt, I don't know if you'll ever get rid of them, right? Like no one's ever gonna
We'll
never
always have them.
be scared or right. These are natural parts of life. I just want kids to be able to recognize when they come, right? When you notice, like
Mhm.
I'm feeling a little uneasy, maybe I'm just a little doubtful of myself, and then know that it's okay to move past it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To be scary and also, my kids are afraid of monsters. They wouldn't want any scary monsters in the book. They are
True,
scared,
true.
like,
Yes.
yeah, real scary monsters. Yeah.
Well, we have an exciting addition to Kids Ask Authors Answer. This is our
Ooh.
first kid challenge.
Ooh, ooh.
So, we are now going to have with each episode a one kid can set all kids can send in a challenge for the author, and it can be whatever you can think of, whatever you want the author to do, and you're going to have to do it because a kid is asking you.
I'm getting scared.
um, so this one is from Hannah, who just had her question, and I'm going to get ready because this one's going to be a timed
Oh,
challenge.
okay. Okay, let me get
So,
ready.
so we're going to say, how many things can you name that start with the letter P in 20 seconds?
Okay. Tell me when to start.
Okay, let's go now.
Okay, how about peanut, peanut butter, penny, pearl, possum, packet, pocketbook, purse, pendant, purple. Um, gosh.
Beep!
Okay.
That was good. You
I got
kept
10.
going. I feel like whenever I'm on the spot on something like that, it's like, I don't know.
I know. Now, if I was at home and like not, under pressure, I'd come up with so many more, right?
That's
Right?
good.
No, that was
That's good.
good. So
In 20 seconds.
I
That
might
was
have miscounted, but I think you got 11. But I wasn't quite ready for it at the beginning because this is our first challenge. But I
I
think that's
thought
how
she
many
got
you
10,
got.
but anyway, that's great.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you, Hannah. That was challenging for me, but
Yeah.
appropriate for this book because it's a lot of P's in the title.
There
Exactly.
are.
Yeah.
So kids, if you want to send in a challenge for our next author, send it to us and we'll see if you get chosen. If you're the lucky one to be chosen for the kid challenge.
And how did I not mention Penelope in that?
Or positivity.
Or positivity? How did
How many P names? Oh, that would have been good.
Yeah, that would have been hard too.
Yeah, very hard.
Okay, let's get to our next question. Is Aurelia, who's 8. What were you afraid of when you were younger?
Ew, oh my gosh, so many things. Okay, to begin, I'm so afraid of anything with more than 4 legs, right? Like spiders, centipedes, all of those legs. I am afraid,
Ew.
right?
Yeah.
And I know how helpful spiders are, but I don't want anything to do with them. Okay.
No.
Um, other things that I was really afraid of when I was younger were kind of like stepping into the spotlight. I was always the type of person who kind of like didn't raise my hand in class, didn't volunteer for things, kind of stayed in the background and observed. And I do think as I've gotten older, I think there's still parts of that are still within me, right? Like writing this book and having to put myself out there, that is always a challenge and probably will always be a challenge for me.
Yeah.
But one thing I'm learning is the more I do it, the more comfortable I get. So I would encourage you to do the same. So definitely that. And I mentioned I wanted to become a doctor since I was 10, but the training is terrifying. It was terrifying, grueling,
A
working
lot of work. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of tests. I consider myself a professional test taker at this point because so many tests. And so all of those things were scary, but sometimes you can use fear and things that you're afraid of to actually propel you forward. And I think in my case, that's what it did. I was so afraid I would work extra hard to make sure I was ready. So I think in a lot of ways it helped me a little bit. So fear, you can use it different ways, right? Like it can stop you or it can push you
Yeah.
forward. Yeah.
Well, that's good. It's very inspiring.
Oh, thank you.
So our next one is from Imad, and he wants to know how you came up with the idea for your book.
Okay, so initially the idea for the book, well, first of all, I had no idea for the book, right? At first, I was like, I'm going to write a book, but I don't know what it's going to be about. And then my 7-year-old niece wrote a book, and I was like, oh my goodness, my 7-year-old niece wrote a book. If she can do it, you definitely can do it, right? So then I had to just wait for the idea to hit me. So initially, my book was going to be about this really long word called manifestation, sort of things forward, bringing things into existence, kind of thinking first and then acting on those thoughts. And I thought that might be really challenging for kids to understand. So this is sort of another way to do it. And so I do believe everything, me wanting to become a doctor, it all started with a thought, right? First you have the thought, And then you start taking the first step towards that goal. And so I do believe everything starts with a thought. And so I was like, this, I think, is something that kids don't necessarily. I don't know if you learn about this directly in school. I certainly didn't. And although my parents were always supportive of my goals, they never specifically spoke to me about this. And so I thought
Yeah.
this would be a great contribution to children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a great way to open up the conversations for kids that are maybe, well, like in the situation where they think they can't do something, like, they don't have access to stuff. And it's like, well, you can. I just think it's a really good tool for them to have even just conversations with their own peers and start encouraging each other. But just to have that belief in yourself, that's where it needs to start.
I
It's
agree.
very good. I love your book. It's very good.
Our
I
next
have to add, sorry, he
Go
also
ahead.
wants to be a doctor.
Oh, he
Oh,
does?
yes.
I had to.
Of that thought, you must act on it. Yes.
Yeah.
You will do it.
Our next question is from Millie, who's 7. Where do self-doubt, bravery, and hope go when they're not there?
Ooh, so I think in a lot of ways, these characters they stay there, right? We don't always necessarily notice them, but they're always there. And the point of the book is that you can always access these characters when you need them. So when you're scared, you can call on positivity to encourage you, or you can call on bravery to help you move forward. So they're always there. They never really go away. Just like self-doubt and fear in the book, Penelope meets all these great new friends like bravery and hard work, but self-doubt and fear, they come back. They came knocking on her door. So they never left either. Right? Just like in life, self-doubt and fear may never leave us, but it doesn't mean or this is a good analogy. So someone said self-doubt and fear may stay in your car, but they don't have to drive the car, right?
Oh,
Right? So they never leave us. We can call on them when we need them, and self-doubt and fear may come even when we don't call on them. Like in the book, Penelope invites them. She literally sends them an invitation, but sometimes they come and you don't invite them. But it's important that you recognize when they are coming and say, hey, I know that's what that is, and I'm not going to let that control me or my thoughts.
I love that.
Mhm.
Oh, so our next one is from Lorna, who is 7 and so very nearly 8 because it's her birthday on Monday.
Ooh, happy birthday, Lorna!
We love birthdays. Yeah.
So, did Penelope still have some of those feelings even when she was an adult?
Yes. And I think all of us adults have some of those feelings because things are always, we're always encountering new challenges and new things that we're trying to learn how to do. So, yes, Penelope definitely had some of those feelings, but as an adult, she knew how to deal with them because she learned. So, yeah. So, anybody who reads the book, that's the goal. We help you understand how to overcome those feelings. So, when you're my age, you're not trying to figure it out like I did.
You
Yeah,
definitely have self-doubt and fear when you're a children's book author.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, Dr. Netta, are you ready? It is time for
I'm ready.
Oh. So, you have seen rapid fire before, have you?
Ah, yes.
You will have, I forgot to say the category last week, or well, last time. So you will have 1 minute to answer as many questions as you can. The category this time for you, believe it or not, is doctors and emotions.
Okay. Okay.
And Amy will time us and keep score.
Okay.
If you don't know the answer, it's fine. Just say pass.
Okay.
Okay. Are you
All right.
ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be. Yeah.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
What do doctors use to listen to your heartbeat?
Oh, a stethoscope.
What do you call the feeling when you want to cry?
Sadness.
What do doctors give you when you're sick?
Well, they can give you medicine.
What do you call it when you feel really, really happy?
Ecstatic.
What place do you go to see a doctor?
You can go to a clinic or a hospital.
What feeling do you get when something scares you?
Fear.
What do you use to check someone's temperature?
A thermometer.
What feeling might you have if someone is being unfair?
Frustration.
What do doctors wear to keep things clean?
Scrubs.
That was good.
What feeling might you have before a big test or performance?
Beep.
Oh, I think she should
Good
answer that
job.
one because I went like that and confused you.
You got 9. That's great.
Ooh.
Good job.
Okay, I was worried. I was like, "Oh, this is a test."
You were good. But you see, you're a professional test taker.
Yep. So Sam stopped on the one before the last one. What do doctors wear to keep things clean? You said scrubs, which is good, but that's just not the answer we had. So, but you still got it credit. We were looking for gloves. Was the answer?
I was like, was it white coat?
But scrubs is a good answer. That counts.
It does.
And then you didn't have time to answer the last one, but it was, what feeling might you have before a big test or a performance?
Oh, nervousness, anxiety?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Which I had a lot of, but before taking tests. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That is normal.
Yes, me too. Yeah, I had to take quite a few tests for my job as well. And especially my test is like you literally study for 6 months for one test, and just so much is riding on that one test. And yeah, nerves doesn't even cut it.
I agree. When I in the US, to become an OBGYN, to like become a board certified OBGYN, you have to take a 3-hour oral test.
Oh wow.
3 hours they ask you questions, and it's like rapid fire for 3 hours. Can you imagine? You want to talk about nervousness?
I do tests, but I've never had to do an oral test. That's the next level.
Next level.
That long.
Would you say?
For that long, that length of time, that's what's blowing my mind.
It's you sit in one room for 3 hours, and every hour 2 new examiners come in, and it's so yes, if you're OBGYNs who are board certified, trust me, they've been through it. Yes.
Yeah. Now I know they can handle the pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get back to the kids' questions, if anybody is on here online and wants to ask Dr. Netta a question, feel free to put it in the chat and we'll try to get to that as well.
Yes.
So let's get back to the kids' questions. We have Ethan, who's 9. Can other children see the emotion monsters?
Oh, well, you know what? I never thought about that. That is a really good question. I'm going to go with yes, because you can see them and you're a kid. So I think they can. Yeah.
Why not?
Exactly. Great logic.
What did you say?
I said that's great logic.
Yes.
So our next one's from Toby, who is 8, and he wants to know, have you seen the film Inside Out? Because the characters in the book are similar.
So this is a great question. And in fact, so the book came out at the end of 2023. And at that time, I had not seen Inside Out. I had never even heard of the book. And I was at a book fair, and a parent came up to me and was like, oh my gosh, this book reminds me of that. And so that made me go and look at the movie. Up until that time, I had not seen it. And now I've seen it, and I've seen Inside Out 2 as well. So I agree.
Yeah.
It's very similar, but it's just pure coincidence because I had no idea about the movie before then.
Yeah. Plus, some of your monsters aren't in the first movie.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I honestly, I was like, oh my gosh, the parent was right. Yeah. So great observation.
Our next question is from, you haven't seen it?
No. Oh. I didn't even realize it was a book beforehand, but
I didn't know it was a book. I've seen the movies.
Yeah.
Are they good? Are they worth watching?
Uh,
We'll go
some
with
people
it.
some
Okay,
people
yeah,
like them.
it's okay. We're moving along.
I like the first one better than I liked the second one.
Yeah.
I would agree. I thought the first one was better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Our next question is for Mary. Let me just say this. I like Dr. Netta's book better than the movie.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Being category with the movie, I think, is an honor. So, yeah.
Yeah. Our next question is from Mary, who's 4. What's your favorite monster?
Mm. You know, some might think my favorite monster is positivity, right? But I do really like the fear and self-doubt monsters. I really do, especially self-doubt. He has some personality. So I think I mentioned I'm from New York, right? And so in New York, in the colder months, we used to wear these boots, and it's the same boots that the self-doubt monster has on in the book. And it just reminds me of home. So I have a little soft spot for self-doubt. Plus, like I said before, I think fear and self-doubt can actually push you forward if if you allow them to. They don't have
Mhm.
so and especially with my in my own personal life, they've definitely pushed me forward. So I do have a little soft spot for fear and self-doubt, especially self-doubt. Yeah.
My favorite, well, not one of my favorite ones was the hard work with his mustache,
With the mustache.
3 eyes and the mustache.
Yeah. I really wanted all the monsters to kind of have a little personality of their own.
It's so cute. Uh,
Yeah.
oh, is it me? It's
Yep.
me. So we've got Spencer, who is 5, and he wants to know, are you more like Penelope or one of her friends?
I'm definitely like Penelope. We have a lot in common. So we both love science. I do a lot of science experiments at home with my kids, and Penelope loves that as well. Penelope doubts herself, even though she's very capable, she still questions whether she can do it. And I spent a lot of my life wondering if I was going to be able to do certain things that I later did, right? So I'm a lot like Penelope for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
Well, she is a combination of
Yes.
you and your
Exactly.
mum. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Definitely like her. Hmm.
Our next question is from Hannah, who's 8. What is your favorite thing about Penelope?
Hmm. My favorite thing about Penelope is her determination, right? She doubts herself, she questions whether she can do it. She's even scared of even trying, but she doesn't quit. She continues to push forward. And that's my goal for any kid who reads my book. I want you to know that it's okay to do it scared, right? To keep doing things even though you wonder if you can or you're afraid you're going to make a mistake. It's all okay, right? So I
Mhm.
think favorite part of Penelope and what I hope kids get from the book.
sorry, fear crept in then because my connection said it was lost. And then you came back. Phew.
Yeah. No,
um,
we definitely have some determination on this show trying to get this to keep going. So if you're watching this, subscribe so that we know that you like this show.
exactly. um, Edison, who is 9, would like to know, did you used to doubt yourself?
All the time. All the time. Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, it was honestly, I realized a few years ago. So when presented with like a new challenge, my first thought was always like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. Literally, that was me. Even though people would say, but wait, you're doing all this stuff. But like my first thought was always sort of a negative one. Like, I can't do it. This is going to be so hard, so much. Then one day I said, it's just as possible that things could work out just fine, right? Like you have a choice. You can choose to say, this is going to be horrible, hard, I can't do it, or this is going to be actually really fun,
Yeah.
or I'm going to learn something new, or I'm just going to try. And I realized
Mhm.
you could say either one. It could go either way because honestly, you don't know, right? Until you do it. And so, yeah, that was really the inspiration behind the book. So yes, I used to doubt myself all the time, and it still happens now. Doesn't go away, but now I understand, like, oh, that's self-doubt again. We see
Mm.
you, we're moving past you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad
And it's-
always told me when I was young, like, it doesn't matter the outcome. As long as you tried your
Exactly.
hardest, that's what matters. And so that's always been instilled in my brain since I was a little child that it's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to try my best and what happens, happens. So,
And
Absolutely.
exactly, what's the worst that can happen as well? It's like,
mhm.
unless it's some really risky situation, what's the worst that can happen? You might as well try, because otherwise you're going to have regret come along with his three heads.
Right, right. That's a hard move past for sure. Yeah. Even with writing the book, I had no idea. Like when I think about medicine, I knew exactly what I had to do. Yes, it was hard, but the steps were like, you do this,
Yeah.
then that. With writing the book, I was like, I have no idea where to begin, right? So
Mhm.
the doubt started coming in, like, why do you even think you could do this? And so I told myself, literally, just do it. This will be the worst book you ever write. And it should
But at
be, because
least
I should be
you would have
improving,
done one.
right? Right.
Mhm.
I said, just
Yeah.
do it. And I actually really like how it came out, even though I said this
Oh,
is the
it's amazing. You did a great job.
Yeah, I
this
think you knocked
is the
that
thing,
one out of the park.
do it.
It's fine. Ah,
Our next question's from Lorna, who's 7, really close to being 8. What made her, Penelope, have self-doubt?
I feel like we all have self-doubt. And some people it may not seem like they do, but it can also be depending on the situation and what they're presented with. So I think we're all born with some self-doubt. Some of us are able to move past it a little easier than others, but I think we all kind of come with some of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
well, and
No.
now we're on to Ethan again, who's 9. Is there anything you still think you can't do even now?
Well, so I always think about this because I tell my kids and any of it, I'm like, you can do whatever you set your mind to, but the one thing that I don't quite think I can do, I cannot sing, right? Like I just don't have that talent. I think in my mind I do, but I really don't. Now, with that being said, I can become a better singer, right? Like I can
Mhm.
become better. I don't know if I would reach the level of a superstar as a singer, but I do think if I took singing lessons, I could become better. And in fact, I remember when I was in high school, I was in like chorus because I love music. And, I raised my hand. Oh, I wanted to do a solo, knowing I cannot sing, right? But I worked hard. And I remember once I was practicing a song, I was in my room, but the door was closed. And when I came out, my dad was like, "Was that you singing?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You sounded really good."
Aw.
It's like, so yes, you can become better. So that's one thing I'm like, I don't know if I could become a superstar, but yes, I can become better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That kind of reminds me of back in high school. So I ran track, but I was not fast. Like I can run for a really long time. I did marathons. I can run forever, but I cannot sprint. Like I just do not have that gear in me.
No, no. I have a friend here who I go like running with. Like that's more of a walk now and a chat. But she's a sprinter, and I love to like I will be like, that's a crazy distance. We should do that. That will be fun. Just walk and just keep going, keep going, keep going. She's like, no.
No.
Sam, I
But
so wish you lived by me and we could just go run together. Like that would be so much fun. Just to like, because I used to do this with my sister a lot. We would just be like, let's go get snow cones. Let's go run to the snow cone stand,
Oh
which is
my
across
yeah,
God.
the
yeah.
town. And we just would go and get snow cones.
Ah.
And I could see myself doing that with you. Just be like, let's go.
I have
But
a very interesting relationship with running because throughout my whole life, I'm like, I hate running. I don't want to do it. But last year I hurt my knee and I could not run. Right. And then I was like, I kind of wish I could. you know,
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm building myself back up to it because I don't love running, but I love the feeling I get
Yeah.
after. So
Look, I
Yes.
think road running's a very different beast, and that's quite hard because all the repetitive, like you try and get in a rhythm and all the rest of it. So I tend to be on trail where I have the excuse, oh look, it's now really technical and going up hills. It's like I have to walk. But it's pretty as well. So it's like
Yeah.
you hike,
yeah,
you're in the forest, and it's amazing. You can't, even if it's hard, you don't complain like when you do.
Mhm.
Like I mean, you do when you're doing it, but
yeah,
like turn around and you see the view, and you're just like, oh, it's worth it every time.
every
You
time.
know.
Yeah,
So, but
yeah.
road running, I think you're a special hardcore person to do that.
Well, I'm sorry. In Texas, we do not have mountain trails to go running on.
But you're a hardcore person, so you're okay.
Yeah, I definitely framing running as I get to do it now, not I have to do it, right? So,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm a
So,
mountain slug. I think that's a new thing. That's what I'm going to be.
oh gosh.
A
So my
mountain slug.
sister said, you can sing. It just may not be great. Kind of like
Yeah.
Amy or Hannah when they judge me for singing Golden.
Oh my God, golden. Yes, a lot of
I have
golden.
sang that song so many times. My kids just listen to that all the time.
So many times. Yeah,
Ah,
Yeah, I can nail it now.
even my husband was singing, and I'm like, you just can't stop. Like, you can't help but sing it.
Exactly.
um,
Okay, now we have a very special segment. So, Sam, go ahead.
so we mentioned at the beginning the class, the blah, grade 6 class from the Sunbird Library. So the Sunbird Library is named through the Otto Foundation, which is a charity organisation that goes around the different underprivileged schools in the Cape Town. So it's in District 6, and they are incredible. I absolutely love working with them. And the kids are just amazing, I have to say. So the librarian there has done a phenomenal little job of putting together a group of readers that were really inspired by your book, and they wanted to share what your book meant to them.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm going to switch screens and it will start playing as soon as I switch. So let's do that.
Hello, my name is Matt. I'm in grade 6. My favorite part of the book was when was Penelope made a new friend called positivity. I want to know how you made such a book. And my goal is to become a doctor.
Hi, my name is Alaba. I'm in grade 6. The best part of the book is when Penelope became a doctor. My dream is to be a library teacher and through positivity. My name is Manira. And I'm in grade 6G. The favorite part of the book is when she made new friends, and the best part of the book was when she became a doctor. But when I grow up, I want to become a president. My name's Jamila. I'm
Oh,
in
that's
grade
right.
16. My favorite part of the book is when positivity came in the story, and the impact of the book has improved my goals and dreams. My dream is to become a teacher. Hello, my name is Layla. I'm in grade 6 on. The best part of the book is where she made new friends and got the negativity and fear. My dreams. The importance of the book has influenced my goals and dreams to become a lawyer, and that's only by staying positive. And my name is Anila. I'm in grade 6 4. The best part of the book is when Penelope learns how to show positivity instead of negativity. The book has an impact on my goals, dreams, and life. By saying it helps me realize that if you want to win in life, you gotta know how to impact your dreams, let your dreams come out, and always stay positive, even through the negative and the bad side. Maybe sometimes you see in life that you
show downness or you don't want to be there anymore, but sometimes you just need a little push or a book to see yourself. I'm in grade 6 are my dreams and my plans and goals are to be a singer, music video, and still study out. The impact of a book is influenced by my goals, dreams, and positivity, and not any sight of negative energy.
Oh, they're the
Oh
best.
gosh. That is I am overwhelmed by that, really.
Oh,
Like,
aren't they just the best? I love them.
I
Oh,
love that. Like absolutely love that. You know, when I wrote this book, I wrote it really for myself and my daughter, then I thought I would share with other people, but oh my gosh, that is amazing. Like I don't know how I would like to send them a video back. I will make
Oh,
a
yes, that would be
yes, they
fantastic.
would love that.
I will
Yeah.
send a video. I'm just so inspired by that. You know, even as adults, we all need like a little push sometimes to keep going, and that was
Yeah.
it right there. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing
so
that.
sweet.
Just,
Make a video.
I just think like their positivity as well. Like, and that's what the Otto Foundation tries to do. They turn these libraries into such amazing spaces. Like they're really incredible. Like you wouldn't have been able to get me out of them like as a child. So it's to make them just want to come in and to pick up a book. And the librarians that work in there, I mean, let alone the teachers, but the librarians that I get to meet are just amazing. So yeah, big shout out to the Otto Foundation, what they do. I love them.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm impressed. I'm blown away by that, really. Oh my
Sam, didn't you have a challenge that you wanted to do for Sharnetta?
No, that was you. Charlotta can actually do that in her little video message
Oh,
for
yeah.
them.
Okay, we'll do that.
Because that was basically just like a little prescription of positivity. So you can send
Oh,
them,
Yeah,
you
that'd
can
be
send
great.
them a little, you know,
some words.
message
Love
of
that.
keeping the positivity going.
Okay, yes, we'll do
Can't
that.
get my words out this week.
Well, Sharnetta, that is all of our kids' questions and our little kid segments. So congrats, you have passed Kids Ask Authors Answer. Woo! My turn. So before we end, we just like to end with, what are your future plans? Do you have any future books in the works, or what's going on?
Yeah, so we're going to have a Penelope series. I'm working on the next book in the series right now. The actual manuscript is with the editor, and with
Oh,
the book, yeah, hopefully it'll be out in the next few months. So, with the first book, it's all about keeping that positive mindset. The next book is about stepping a bit out of your comfort zone, trying new things, embracing our own creativity, because that was also something else I never thought I was. I would say I'm not creative. I have no creativity. And I think that we all have something creative within us. So
yeah.
try to bring that forward. So yeah, that's the next book in the series.
Do you have a title yet?
I'm playing with a couple different ones, so I'm not sure of the actual title yet.
Mhm.
Yeah, the editor, I'm like, we don't have a title,
Well,
but we have the story. So
Yep, yep,
yeah.
yeah.
oh, that's really exciting. Oh, I'm happy
Yeah.
about that.
I am too. I thought I really wanted to take my time. I've seen other authors, and there are authors who published around the same time that I did, and they have multiple books out, and I'm like, wow. But again, another life lesson. You have to move at your own pace, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So it'll be like 3 years, but I think, as I said, it's gonna be better than the last one. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Equal.
Yeah. Mhm.
yes, equal.
Well, Sharnetta, thank you so much for coming on. We loved having you.
Oh my gosh, thank you for the invitation. I've been looking forward to this all week, and you guys just made my day, honestly. Thank you
Aw.
so much for all the kids who sent in questions, really thoughtful questions. You made me think of things I didn't think about before, so thank you for that.
I will
it's
say my
been
my sister
so-
watches all of our episodes because she's
Ah,
our gung ho supporter. Thank you, Heather. She
your
said
sister's
this
the
was
best.
one of her favorite episodes. So
Oh,
Thank you.
no. I've been waiting a long time to meet you, so this is great.
yes.
I'm fangirling.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for sending in questions. Let's end with a big bye.